Well, the man you saw there suffering from the weight of Graham Gooch's bat is with me now. Ravi Shastri, the former Indian all-rounder, who I'm delighted to say is going to join us in the BBC commentary box this summer. Now, to give you credit, Ravi, during that series in 1990, you did also score a couple of hundreds, so you must have one or two happy memories as well.
Yes, because it was my first 100 in England ever. It was the test match at Lord's. The wicket was good, not because Graham got 300, but it was a good track, and the weather was very good in that second half. And yes, happy memories.
I also remember actually at the Oval in that 100 there, we woke you up with a pretty sharp smack on the head, didn't we?
Yes, but that was a very good wicket. That the Oval wicket had a bit of bounce. The ball came onto the bat. It was much quicker than some of the other wickets we had played on, and outfield was good, and you were in good nick. So I enjoyed that 100 too.
Well, I enjoyed mine there as well. Anyway, you're now turned full-time commentator and analyst, so let's have a look at this current Indian side. Let's start with the captain, Mohammad Azharuddin. He's been under a lot of pressure, especially after that semi-final loss in the World Cup. Problems with his personal life. Has he put all that behind him?
I think he would. He's a professional cricketer, and he's been there long enough. He had a wonderful series in 1990, and I'd like to think he'd like to carry on from there, because he's a very important man for the Indian team. If he gets going, and I think the confidence would rub off on the other players.
Yeah, he's a wonderful stroke maker, but how good a captain do you think he is?
Well, he's had a very good record, but one mustn't forget that he's captained most of his matches in home conditions on wickets that have been turners. So this will be a true test for him.
Now, he's got a couple of players he's going to rely on heavily. First of all, Sachin Tendulkar, who is a wonderful batsman. How good is he?
Well, arguably the best batsman in world cricket at the moment. He's batted wonderfully over the last couple of seasons, and I think India rely very heavily on him. They depend, in fact, at times too much on him. I hope the pressure doesn't get to him, because if he gets going and is in full flow, I think the spectators in England will really enjoy his batting.
But so far he seems to have actually a very good temperament. He seems to cope with it all pretty well.
Well, he's 22 or 23, but he's a very level-headed guy. He's got all the success at a very young age, but he's coped up with it very well, especially in India, where you play in front of large crowds. He's a national hero. But it doesn't affect him. He just goes out there game after game and delivers.
He's a very lucky young man. Now, the other man that we know quite a bit about in this country, following his summer here last year for Northants, is Anil Kumble, who bowled very well, took over 100 wickets in the championship. He's also an important man. Very
important man, but one mustn't forget he was a bit of an unknown quantity when he came last summer, and he picked up 100 wickets, bowled beautifully, and has been our most consistent bowler in the last 2 years. But I think the pressure will show on him in the series, because it's the first half, it's cold, and he'll need conditions that are a lot warmer to grip the ball.
OK, so those are the three we know something about. There are a lot of young players, new players in this side. So with your help now, let's go and have a look at some of the players that we don't know so much about.
The Indians will have to do all the stretching, because the weather here at the moment is totally different from the weather prevailing in India. Sandeep Patel will have a tough job on his hands to emulate the successful Ajit Wadekar.
And that's Manjrekar's 50.
Sanjay Manjrekar has had a checkered career after a bright start, but everybody knows his potential. He's a fine player, and India would be looking to him to fire at the top of the order. Navjot Sidhu has been one of the pillars of the Indian batting over the last couple of seasons. An experienced opener, has been in the game for over a decade now, and he would like to improve his performance here. Vikram Rathore, who plays for Punjab in the Ranji Trophy, got a lot of runs last season in domestic cricket, had a very successful series against the England A team as well, and already in England has made a good impression. A very promising cricketer with a good cricketing brain.
Oh, faster than to be said. That's a great shot. What a little beauty.
Ajay Jadeja has played a very important role in India's success in one-day cricket in the last 6 or 8 months. Very powerful hitter low down in the order and a magnificent fielder. and a chirpy character at the same time. He'd like to improve his test match performance. Sunil Joshi had a great season in domestic cricket last year for Karnataka. The only player to take over 50 wickets and score over 500 runs. And even though the conditions here are not ideal, still a very promising cricketer.